Stolting. Alright, it shows we are live. There we go. Let's pull this up on the iPad here. Let's see. What are we doing?
I don't know, what are we doing?
Like, where did I go? It shows I'm live.
Yeah, you're live. You clicked on your inner circle?
Well, yeah. Strange. What's going on? Let's refresh the iPad here. Maybe it's having some issues. Oh, there we finally are. There we are. Crazy technology.
Your iPad does not like your Facebook.
I know, it is so weird. Alright, I see Linnell, Anthony, 2 other people. I wish it would tell me who the other 2 people are,
Right.
but hello, Linnell and Anthony and 2 other people.
No,
Oh, there's
We
Teresa.
got Michelle Smith.
Sweet. There we go.
Oh, and me, so that makes 4.
That makes our 4. Alright. Hello, everybody. Good morning. It is a new month, a new day. I hope everybody's doing okay with these storms. Oh, last night was a crazy mess for us. We had winds 80 miles an hour coming through, and rain and hail, and it was a mess around here.
What really sucks is people who got it yesterday who were trying to still recover
More
last night.
I know. So I'm hoping everybody's doing good this morning. Nobody's got crazy weather mess going on. I'm glad ours wasn't worse than it was. I mean, it got pretty bad. We've got some trees down still, and we were out there like crazy people, moving all my plants up behind the house and everything else before the rain and winds and all got here. I was like, because they were expecting 90-mile-an-hour winds, and I was like, that's just gonna topple over and blow my flowers all over the place. So we were outside moving flower pots and raised flower beds, and we probably looked like a bunch of crazy people. So I hope you didn't have to deal with any of that. But trying to warm up my hands. I'm cold again this morning. My son's already got his fan on in here. All right, y'all. We are ready to rhinestone this bad boy and get it finished up. Hopefully everybody got theirs nice and epoxied where it's nice and smooth. Because remember, after the rhinestones, you won't epoxy this again, okay? So, you're going to need both your black and your white rhinestones this morning. I use Liquid Fusion for my rhinestones. I know some other people use, oh my goodness.
Did you get them all saved?
Did we get them? Oh, we did. They all look great. We had to go out and this morning, whenever I went outside, some of the leaves on some of our plants are like, they look like little boats. So they were just full of water. Yeah. So I was like shaking them all carefully to get the water out. But they all look great this morning, so I was very happy about that. Luckily, the way it came, we kind of put them all at the back of the house, and so it saved our flowers, luckily. So thank goodness we did.
I don't think we got any hail.
We did.
We did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we did. It was just little small hail because, like, I heard it start hitting our windows because, like, in our living room, almost our whole living room wall is windows.
Oh, yeah.
And so we heard it start hitting, and I was like, oh, no. But luckily it was just, like, pea to marble. Thank goodness. So, yeah, we did get some small hail. Yeah. So, thankfully, like I said, all my plants are saved, and they all look pretty this morning. So, yes, Liquid Fusion is what I use for my rhinestones. I'm trying to think of the other one that people use. I know Crystal Ninja has one that they prefer. This is the one I prefer. I don't have a problem with this one. It's great. I haven't had any of my rhinestone cups ever have a rhinestone come off. So I prefer the Liquid Fusion. It's just my go-to. And then I have my rhinestone tray and my wax pen or pencil or whatever we want to call this. I know some of you have a smaller tray and different like actual like pencil looking wax pencil, and that's okay too. Whatever you've got. This is just what I happened to pull out this morning. But what we're gonna do is rhinestone.
Gym tack?
Gym tack, gym tack. Some people do use gym tack. That's the other one. Make sure
Michelle
we got
Smith
something.
Michelle Smith did that.
Yes, gym tack. All right. So, I'm gonna kind of start with the watermelon seeds and show y'all how I did those, and then we'll move down to our white band. Our watermelon seeds kind of has a little more. Move that to the side. Kind of has a little bit more of a pattern. I kind of started with the point at the top and then just kind of did like an outline of my watermelon seed, because the watermelon seeds are black on our cup with the black vinyl. And every time I tried to put one in the dead center, it smushed out the other ones around the bottom too much for my likings. So I just kind of started at the top and just went kind of like that, followed that like teardrop seed shape around. I'm going to see if y'all can see. Oh,
Yeah,
hang on.
What did I say?
We forgot to put OBS back on the screen.
Full screen.
All right. So, see if y'all can kind of see where I did my seeds and how I did my seeds. So, like I said, just starting at the top and then just following that kind of outline of the teardrop. The band, I mean, it kind of is and kind of isn't, more of like a scatter method, kind of. Because I still tried to like pick a place and just start with almost like a straight line of rhinestones, and then just kind of went over line by line around my cup after that. But you're going to have some that don't exactly match up because it is a wavy rind band. So we will get there next, but I think the easiest part is going to be to start on our watermelon seeds, and then we'll move down, like we'll do a few of them here, and then we'll move down to the band. So I'm going to kind of pick a spot on my band that I want to start with. I think this kind of, let's see. I think I'm actually going to kind of start where my vinyl meets in the back. So what I'm going to do, oh goodness, excuse me. Yeah. Oh, yep. Dadgummit. I keep reaching back and I forget that I've got it right here. There we go. It's easier for me over here. So I put it over here and then I forget it's over here. Alright. So with my spot, got a water drop apparently on my cup somehow this morning. Okay. So where I'm going to start is the back where my vinyl meets for my white. So I want to do some of the watermelon seeds right here. Because if we do the seeds here and then we turn it over and we're trying to start with another spot, your hand's gonna mess up your seeds and kind of smush them out of place, and we don't want rogue black rhinestones. So I'm gonna start kind of in this back section here. So here is where my vinyl stripe meets. So I'm gonna start with these watermelon seeds directly above it, and we'll go over how to do the black. So I'm gonna pour out a few black ones here. Actually, I'm gonna grab another tray. I don't know what I did with my purple one. I have a little purple one. I may have taken it home because I had my little purple one we did our bee tumbler with, but
It was in the same one you just grabbed that one
yeah,
from.
I may have taken it home for something. But anyway, okay, we're gonna pour out some of our black rhinestones in our tray. Shake them around to get them top side up here. Okay, so I'm going to take my liquid fusion. Well, first I'm going to stop right quick and make sure that everybody is ready to start rhinestoning. Does everybody have their stones, their glue, their cup, their wax pencils? Everybody have that ready to go? If y'all are ready to go, I'll quit rumbling and we'll get started. Just let me know if you're ready. I do not know how I got a water spot on my cup though. Ready. Michelle's ready. Teresa's ready. All right, Linnell, are you ready? Yeah. That's exactly what I thought too. I know. Yeah, so.
Oh,
Yeah, I
there was two already on top.
I already had some loose ones that I didn't use last time we were messing, so.
Weird. I was like, what is this?
Linnell's ready. Okay. All right. So I've got my cap off my Liquid Fusion, and I'm just going to kind of start. Let's see, there's my meat. So I'm just going to kind of start with this top one right here, and I'm going to take, and I'm going to squirt a little bit out, and then I use the nozzle of my Liquid Fusion bottle to kind of move that Liquid Fusion around, following the shape of my, try to make it focus, following the shape of my watermelon seed. You can kind of see where it's shiny there. So I just move my Liquid Fusion around and follow the shape of that. And then we're going to start at the top with our one rhinestone. So one rhinestone at the top. Ooh, trying to get it to where it shows. One rhinestone at the top of our seed, the top point. And then we're just going to follow the outline of our watermelon seed. And like I said, if you want to put one in the center, you are more than welcome to. I didn't like the way that it wanted to push my other ones out of place, so I did not. Okay. So push that one in. And then that's what I'm missing. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not rounding out. That's because I'm missing the one at the bottom. Here we go. Alright, so I literally just started at the top, and then I've got kind of two coming around this side. I've got one at the bottom, and then two on this other side. Just rounding it out, following, try to do a couple of different views here. Whoop, turning it the wrong way. Rounding it out and following that watermelon seed shape. Try to make it sparkle and shine so y'all can see the rhinestones. I think that's the hardest thing. And kind of catch the reflection in that light there we've got going on. So, that's what we're going to do for our watermelon seeds. And it's easiest, I found it was easiest just to start at that top point. And like I said, I cut two down the side. Kind of that one at the bottom kind of rounds out our teardrop shape. And then go up the other side too. Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Total,
how many stones per seed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 stones per seed.
Two on the side, one on top of the bottom.
Yep.
I'll round it out.
Yep. Sorry, I know it's very hard to see these rhinestones to get them reflect properly in the camera. Let's see if we can make it. Kind of, sort of. It went for a second, and then it was like, nope. Hopefully that helps. Sorry, I may look a little weird looking up. I'm looking at my TV to make sure y'all can see it. Alright, is everybody good? How we doing? Did I lose anybody? If so, it's okay. Let me know if you have questions. That one's sliding off, but putting back in place. Okay, so 6 stones per seed. Start at the top point. Two stones down the side, one at the bottom, 2 stones coming up the other side. And your bottom, you kind of have that bottom one, and it's kind of like lower down to finish your seed shape, teardrop shape, whatever. They're all the same kind of shape. Okay. Alright, so let's do another one together. Put a little bit of that Liquid Fusion. Push it around. side. And the other side. Okay.
Sorry, you just look off centered in your camera. But I think it's fine.
I think we're okay. Okay. Top, 2 down the side following our shape, 1 at the bottom, 2 going up the other side following that shape. Okay? We'll do another one. Seeds typically go pretty fast. It's the band that's going to take us the longest. And I don't know that we need to stay live for the whole thing. If y'all want to, we can. If you want me to get started and then everybody can finish up on their own, we can. It's totally up to y'all. But we will get started for sure on that band. Oh, come on. Didn't get enough glue on that side, so I didn't want to stay. Okay, top point. 2 down the side. 1 at the bottom. And putting that 1 at the bottom, you'll notice, kind of helps round out and kind of push out those other 2 bottom ones to make that perfect teardrop shape. Because once you get all your 6 stones on there, you can kind of rearrange and kind of move them around for a minute to get that shape.
Does toe gems?
The gems don't touch in the middle, no. The gems are not going to touch in the center. You're going to have a small center opening, but it's going to be okay because that black vinyl is going to show through there and you're not even really going to notice it. But if you try to put one in the middle, it's going to like push all the other ones out and it's going to make it way too big and wonky. So they do not touch in the center, no. You will have an opening in the center. But it's not going to be that noticeable because your cup is shiny from the epoxy. It's black from the vinyl underneath, so it's not even really going to be that noticeable.
Can't even really see it on camera either.
Let's see if we can kind of... Sorry, guys. I know it's a little hard to see rhinestones in the camera. That's what we've got. So we're basically just creating an outline of our rhinestones, and it's got a small opening in the middle. I have to silence my phone. Let's do that right quick. There we go. So I'm gonna leave that sitting there.
How do we get the extra liquid fusion off of the cup?
You really don't want to try to get it off of your cup. You want to try to not put too much, because if you try to wipe it off, then you're gonna have like these weird streaks that are gonna just dry on your cup. So if you have too much, honestly, just leave it alone and put a little less on your next seed. That way you don't have these weird like streaks, because the liquid fusion, I have not ever found a way to get it completely off. And then it dries and then you have like these weird marks where you were trying to wipe it off. So if I have any extra, I just leave it. It dries clear. It's going to be shiny. There are some spots, like I know there's one. Where is it at?
That's going to be fun to try to show on camera.
Yeah. See if I can make it show. Yeah, kind of here. See if y'all can kind of see. Well, not really. But here I got too much liquid fusion, and so it was kind of gooped and oozed out of the bottom. But unless you really look, because it dries so clear and shiny, you really can't see it. It's really not noticeable.
The rest of the cup is so shiny.
Yeah, I mean, you're really going to be the only one that's going to notice it after it dries.
We know that's the
Nobody
worst,
else is going to go, oh, you put too much right there. It's really not going to be that noticeable. So, I wouldn't worry about it. Just put a little less on the next one. I'm going to go ahead and do these 3 watermelon seeds right here so that I'll have these 6 on the back, and then we'll move down to our band. That way it'll give time for people to catch up or ask questions if you have any. But I literally put a drop in the middle of my seed, and then I just move it around with the nozzle. Bubble, so we're gonna use one of these rhinestones to pop that bubble. There we go. We don't want a bubble in our liquid fusion on our cup.
It's weird how the pen works. It just picks it up.
Yeah, the wax tip picks up the rhinestone. It's really kind of cool. Like that. So we start at the top, 2 down the side, 1 at the bottom, and 2 up the other side. And you can kind of see in mine, like it has like a little like hump in the middle of my rhinestones of my liquid fusion, just kind of where I've had the other ones and it kind of built in the middle. But again, once it dries, you're not even going to notice it. It's just going to blend in with the shine of the cup from the epoxy. Dot in the middle, spread it around. Let me know if anybody's struggling, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Oop, that one is upside down. We don't want that one. There we go. We want to make sure the flat part is to our cup. 1 at the top, 2 down the side. I'm right-handed, so I typically will go around clockwise around my area. So I do 1 at the top, and then I go 2 down the right side, and my 1 at the bottom, and then I go up my left side. Spread it around. I have my rhinestones. 1 at the top, 2 down the right side, 1 at the bottom, and 2 up the left side. Get them all in place, make them look like a watermelon seed. There we are. So now we've got these 6 seeds done. I'm gonna use this real quick. Make it a little more flat so those don't want to go. Alright. How we doing?
I've not seen any further questions.
Okay. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you have any questions.
Patrice is so good.
Good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Your black gym tray looks like a QR code.
It does. It does kind of look like a QR code. A little. Yeah. That's funny. I will note while we were kind of waiting on everybody. Good, done with those 6. Perfect. I will note that when you get around, because I know right now we're working on this back side, when you get around to your letters, the dots of my eyes, I also put little rhinestones on. It's totally up to you if you want to do that. If you don't want to do that, if you want to do more than that, Michelle's done perfect. So it's kind of up to you how you want to embellish these letters. I just did my dots of my eyes, but like I said, if you want to do more, feel free to do more. If you want to do none, you don't have to. This is your cup. You're the star of this one. So you do you. All right. So now we're going to start on our white band. So I'm just going to put my black ones to the side right quick since I have 2 trays. Come back here, little cat. I'm going to empty some of these rhinestones out of the bag into this other tray. I hope y'all like these stones. I chose the white AB, which the AB stands for Aurora Borealis. So it's got that coloring on your stone instead of it just being a white shiny white stone. It actually has that color changing coating on them. So I thought it turned out really pretty, and it's not just white. So I hope you like those. All right, give it a shake. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to kind of do, I'm going to show it with my wax pen before I get liquid fusion all over my cup. I'm going to kind of do like a section at a time. So this section right here where our vinyl meets, this is where my vinyl meets. I'm going to do this section right here in liquid fusion, and then we're just going to start at the edge and make a straight line and then go all the way across this one section with straight lines. Don't do too much, because if you do too much, your liquid fusion is actually going to start setting and drying over here before you get to it, and you run the risk of it just kind of slowly drooping down or out, or we don't want to mess with liquid fusion, and we don't want it to dry before we get there, okay? So I'm going to take my liquid fusion, and I'm just going to kind of start down this side here, and then I'm just going to kind of do a couple of little, kind of make it look like a worm of liquid fusion on my cup. Just a little worm of liquid fusion. And then take that nozzle yet again and just spread it out in just this white area. For this cup, I did try to just work within each little hump area here, so I don't get too much and it doesn't start to set. Okay. Alright, so here's kind of what we're looking like. Try to move it around so y'all can see. So just that one section, we have that liquid fusion smoothed out or spread out. Okay, so just from here to here is all I have my liquid fusion on. Okay, now grab one of your white rhinestones, and you're just going to start at the top on the left edge of that section. And you're going to get another one, and we're going to go straight down this edge, placing one straight line of rhinestones. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. I did 5 where I started. If you started in further where it's taller, you may need to do a few more. If you started over here where it's a little bit skinnier, you may need to do 1 or 2 less. So I started with 5, but just created a straight line. If you have it to where you're white, which I don't have any of my white cups showing, I know that there was a couple of problems with the white line underneath between the 2 colors showing after they put their white on. If you have that, just make sure that you still kind of follow the shape of this white vinyl strip, but go however high up or down that you need to cover the white of your cup, still following the same shape, okay? Alright, so We've got one solid line straight down the side of where we did our rhinestone, or our liquid fusion, okay? So now we're going to come in and we're going to start this next line. Since this part goes up, I'm going to start my top rhinestone just above the one I just placed, okay? Hoping y'all can kind of see that. So this is my first line here. I placed it just above, right next to it, okay? So we're going to start this next line of rhinestones. And what we want to kind of do is we want to go in the gap, like the rounded gap. You know how you have a stone and a stone, we have that little gap here. We're wanting to place our stones kind of in that gap, coming right down next to it. So I'm going to get these in here, coming down.
Do they need to be worried about going over that white line?
No. Ooh, come back. I pushed that one too far. Okay. Baby, come back. All right. Y'all will learn if you haven't learned. Everything relates to song in my family. We're a pretty musical group, so everything relates to a song.
Especially since two of us in this room are band kids.
Yeah.
And possibly a third on its way.
Yeah, she's already expressed interest. She's tried out on the flute for next year for junior high. All right. So this is what we have so far. You can kind of see it better in my forward-facing camera than my overhead. But we've got that straight line, and then we've got the next line, which mine are starting to droop because
That's not bad.
I'm angling my cup. It just fits inside of each other. And that one line, next line, okay? So we're just going to continue that all the way around our cup. Okay? Your next line is always going to kind of fit into the groove of the line before it. And I think I need to go one more on the top because I can still see my white vinyl and I don't want to see my vinyl. I want to see my stones. Okay. So there's what we've got now. Turn it the other way. So we have 3 rows that you can see how they interlock with each other. They just fit right inside of the row before it, okay? Is everybody doing okay? Does anybody have any questions on this? Don't feel lost. Don't sit there struggling. If you are struggling, let me know. I don't want anybody struggling in silence. Bubblebee, turn on my fan.
One or two.
Let's just go with 1 for now.
For like an optometrist. One?
1?
Or
It's
two.
better 1 or better 2? Doing well. Good, Michelle. Good.
That good?
Yes, that's perfect, actually. Thank you, thank you.
Teresa and Noble said good.
Good. Sweet. Makes me feel good. We're just going to continue that all the way across this section that we have our liquid fusion on so far. And then we will take a quick second for a break, see how everybody's doing, make sure we're all still good, and then we'll go from there. What you only want to do a small section at a time. When your curve starts coming down, just come down with those rhinestones instead of going up above the one before it. Just come down and kind of follow and match that curve. Trying to get mine kind of complete right quick so I can show everybody. Oop, I got 2 rhinestones on there that time. We don't need 2, just 1 at a time. You can still tell this edge is starting to set up, so we're going to work fast. One little teensy dot right here that doesn't have any that I need. Okay. So here's mine. Just have my lines going around, interlocking, and flowing with that curve. Okay. That's what we have. Let everybody get caught up for a second. My cap on the Liquid Fusion. A little of what there, sister?
A little of in.
Was I supposed to say a little off?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Vinyl is showing. Do I add another stone?
Yes. Yep. So if your vinyl is still showing when you add a stone, you can add another stone above that. Just cover up the vinyl because it's kind of what I did right here. My vinyl was still showing, and so I added one up, and then my next one was down. That vinyl would have been showing, so I added one up. But you want to cover up your vinyl. You don't want your vinyl showing. You can see how I've got my vinyl covered with mine. We don't want to see the straight edge of our vinyl. We do want it to be covered with our rhinestones. How's it going? Good? How we doing? Everybody's concentrating. It went quiet. Teresa says good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to type and rhinestone at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Which one you gotta work fast?
Yeah, gotta work before that glue sets. Definitely don't want to do too big of a section because by the time I got to the end of mine, it was already starting to I was like, oh, go, go, go.
Don't talk.
Yeah. Don't dry on me. Wait a minute. Gotta go. I'll catch the rest on replay. Have a good weekend. All right, Michelle. Thank you. You have a great weekend too. when you're done with your cup, just please post it. I want to see what it looks like and how it turns out. You have a great great week, and we will see you next weekend, hopefully. Well, now, Teresa, how we doing? Are y'all ready to move to the next little section, or need a minute? Let me know. But essentially, we're just going to follow this whole thing, the same pattern all the way around. Okay. I know you're going to send it to me or Bubba. Teresa says yes. Good. Oh, my nose is still not being nice. Me. Okay. I'll keep an eye on my phone. I've got it right next to me. Oh, there it came. All right. Let's see here what we got. Okay. So what I would do, sis, is I would go ahead and add another one. Let's see if we can show you. I would add another one right here. I would add another stone right here. And then I think that'll help with that. But yeah, I would add one more right there. Give her a minute to do that, and then we'll do another section together.
That is what I thought. Thank you.
Perfect. You are very welcome. My nose won't stop and leave me alone.
Oh no! Last night after the storm came in, I was just like,
yeah.
This is like, go away.
Yeah, that was a crazy storm that blew through last night.
My nose was all running and stuff. I was like,
Yeah, because it started over like central New Mexico, and just this wall came across the whole top of Texas. And then right before we went to bed, like down around like Hobbs, it like created a whole new storm, and it was moving southeast. And I thought, oh goodness gracious. But did you hear at the Hobbs Casino last night, they had golf ball size hail. When that other storm just kind of popped up out of nowhere, it had golf ball size hail at the casino.
I saw on that radar, it was getting a bigger, it's getting that dark red building in there. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, before we went to bed, I saw that and I was like, oh lordy lordy. But yeah, and then he came on and said that they had golf ball size hail at the casino in Hobbs from that storm that popped. I was like, oh, I'm glad we didn't have golf ball size hail. I'll take Peter Marble over golf size any day.
Yeah. The poor guys. They were like, we've gone over the news. Oh, well, we're going over this next broadcast. I'm like, I don't care. Keep the news on.
Yeah,
keep the weather on.
Just keep with the weather here, because I want to know what's going on.
Jimmy Fallon can wait.
Yeah. We can catch him on a replay at another time. I don't know, because we need to know that we were okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to move to our next little section here? Let us know, and we'll do the next one. Already moved on. Well, alrighty then. Alright, so just add some liquid fusion to this next section, and we're gonna just keep doing the same thing. We're gonna make our little liquid fusion worm. Boop. Spread him out.
Wash my feet.
Yep.
Jesus said so did I. Hello.
Okay, well, you know. Alright, y'all just listen to me ramble. That's okay. Here we go. I'm gonna carefully put my lid back on my liquid fusion bottle. Oop, picked up two again. Oh, that one's gonna be on the table for a second. Come back. We got a lot of baby come back today.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
They want to run from me. Oh, goodness. So we're just gonna keep on a trucking. Right on around.
I don't have a song for that one.
Yeah, I don't either. Let's see.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
the amount of country that we've listened
Right?
to in my childhood.
No kidding. I got this little like random stringy thing from my wax pencil where I had to push that last rhinestone on. I'm like, come off. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. And when y'all are done, I do want y'all to post your cups in our group, but also if there's any groups that allow you to share, and there's I would recommend posting it in there. We did open our doors for new members today.
Woohoo!
It is going to be open from today through June the 10th.
Let all your friends know.
Yes. If you have any family, friends, whatever, that would like to join, that you think would have fun, the link to the web page that I have created for the information for my subgroup is in the description of this video. You can click on it and then copy from there would probably be the easiest thing, because if you copy from the description of the video, it's going to copy all the words instead of just the link. But if you're allowed, I would love for y'all to share how much fun you're having in here, and that we're open for new members, that we're allowing sign-ups right now, to get more people in here. Because I love our little community, but I would like to expand it too.
Even share past projects, stuff you've
Yeah.
loved doing in here. Share it all.
Yep, absolutely. I know this afternoon, well, probably a little bit after we get off of this live, I'm going to share it in the Creative Tumblers for Everyone group. I shared it in my Create with Michelle, the free group, already this morning. So,
Yeah, again, friends, family, even your kids, craft.
yep. So, we'd love to have people join us. I got a little too much in that section because it kind of covered up those last bottom two, but it's okay. Nope, I almost forgot to spread it out. So yeah, we're just gonna keep repeating this same process all around this white band. hope y'all enjoyed doing this cup. I enjoyed creating and designing it. I love doing the designing. I'm hoping I can keep up with new designs as we go through. Thinking of new creative ways to use tumblers. So that we're learning something new every month. Good. I'm glad you have. Or every other month. I said every month, but we do Tumblr every other month. But y'all know what I meant. Doing it every other month also helps with me being able to have a little more time to design new layouts and new designs. And if there's ever something y'all want to learn on a future Tumblr, let me know. Come back here, Rhinestone. Lost you. Because I'm open to some suggestions for what y'all want to learn for Tumblrs. And that would also help me not just be trying to pick out something that I hope everybody wants to learn. I love the new cups. I love the mix, yes. I love the new cups every time, and so does my customer. Sweet. Different stuff, inks and gems. Yep. Yeah, and this one, like, I know the alcohol ink is top and bottom, but I also taught, 2 different ways of using the alcohol inks, because down here we use more of like a brush stroke, and up here we use more of like the sponge technique. So I try to also have y'all learn different techniques. Come back here. Different techniques with the same items. So the alcohol ink we learned 2 ways. And that gives you more than just one thing to do with alcohol ink. And then the rhinestones, the alcohol ink I got from Crafty Cow. The rhinestones came from Glitter Fetish. It has the number, J02 and J04. It has the number on there if y'all need to reorder any more of those. But I'm thinking the bags that I gave y'all, the white, I'm betting you could probably get, I'm going to say at least 3 cups, if not 4, out of that bag. Of course, the black, you don't use as many, so you're going to have a lot of the black left over. Tropic Glitter also has the same rhinestones. I will tell y'all, though, that I learned that Tropic Glitter, for the same price, only has half of the amount of what hers do, or about, let's see, because Tropic Glitters comes with like approximately 1,400 of the 4 millimeter. On the 5 millimeter rhinestones, they're both the same count. But of the 4 millimeter for Glitter Fetish, it comes with 2,500-ish instead of just 1,400-ish. So keep that in mind when you're ordering. And then these cups, of course, these are cups that we sell, but this is a 30-ounce sublimation tumbler. And then the vinyl, we kind of discussed it last time, but while we're going over supplies, the vinyl is just matte white and matte black, Oracle 651. We sell that here also. If you don't have any or need some. And I say here, R&M Vinyl is my store that we run here. For those who may not know, we offer shipping if you're not local, so we can always ship it out to you. And then the templates for this, or the cuts for this, is in that Dropbox. I did post it last week after we got off of live. Oh, I didn't realize I had another rhinestone there. I did post it, so that is pinned to the featured section. It will remain in the featured section so that you can go in and get it. And each one will have its own folder, so that way you're not having to scroll through like a ton of different image uploads. So any files that I make for us that I put out there will have its own folder. How we doing? Okay. And make sure I didn't miss any comments. Moderator had to run to the restroom. Back here. Try not to push too hard. Sometimes I push too hard and it pushes some of the other ones out of place, so I have to kind of move them back in place before they set. I think I need another rhinestone at the bottom here. There we go. Oh, come back. kind of see my vinyl, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of smush these around a little bit. No, don't like that. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit liquid fusion down here to put 2 more stones. There we go. Wipe off my nozzle of my liquid fusion. It's kind of gotten gunked up from where I've moved the liquid fusion around on my cup and then left it kind of sitting open for that section. So kind of wipe it off with a paper towel. Alright everybody, here's kind of what I've got so far. Kind of about maybe a third, a little over a third of my cup rhinestone. Is it okay to do my seeds as I rotate while doing my band? Yes, you can. Yep. If you want to go back and forth and rotate seeds and band, you sure can. Talking about the weather earlier, we got some hail, but it was only pea-sized. Good. Yes. I'm glad we didn't get the golf ball that popped up in Hobbs. Yep, as you rotate around, you can definitely do your other seeds above. That way everything's kind of setting at the same time as you go around. Absolutely. I think I'm going to go ahead and go back up to these seeds up here that I missed. Lay those over there. Just make sure that everything that you're going to have to put your hand on is set, or you've got to find a good place to put your hand that's not moving anything around. But yes, absolutely. Go ahead. Okay. Lid don't want to come off now. There we go. I know, me too, yeah. Uh-oh. Come back. I didn't realize I lifted up my... There we go. Close that back. We don't want rhinestones all over the table. We don't want 2,500 rhinestone pickup. No, thank you.
No. It's not a very fun game.
No. Would not be. Round and round and round we go.
You don't know what that one was. What is it?
Uh-huh. Come back. Come on. Here.
Still to this day, I'll never be able to get the jingle that the coin machine thing does in the event.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
never gonna leave my brain.
Yeah. I know, it was kind of funny because when we went to main event for your sister's end of year field trip, we got in there. She was like, "You're not allowed to touch those machines." I was like, "Well, okay."
She said, "No, Mom.
Yep.
We're here for me.
We're here for me. I love those coin drop machines at main event.
They're so much fun.
Mhm. But yeah, it was funny. You're not allowed to touch those. I was like, "Well, alrighty, kid."
Shit. Oh yeah, we have
We have
several hours for sure.
longer than I want to admit sometimes. But definitely we have 4 hours. We've even gotten to where like we'll trade off because I love playing them. RJ will kind of sort of sit and play them for a little bit. But I love them more than I think he does. And so we'll kind of trade off whenever he's ready to play for a little bit. Then I'll go around with Kelsey and play some other games and stuff. And then whenever he's done, then I'll come back and finish playing my, my card or whatever. And then we just kind of trade off. But yeah, I could sit there for a very long time playing those. There it is. I think I've got some glue that dried on my wax pencil because it's like not wanting to. Oh yeah, I do. I can see it now. See? It's not wanting to pick it up. That's because I have some glue on there. So it is just a wax pencil. Even the pencil ones that if y'all are using the ones I sent out in the B kit that I did in Creative Tumblers, it's just wax. So you can kind of just take your nail and just kind of lightly pull that off of there if yours gets skunked up with glue that's dried on.
I am curious on that one since it's more of a not pencil.
Mm-hmm.
How do you? Is there like replacement tips or?
There are replacement tips, and you can kind of sharpen this a little bit, but there are replacement tips for it. I don't know that I have any of them in here, but there are replacement tips. This just screws off.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, it just screws off, and then you can screw another one back on. But you can sharpen it a little bit, yeah. Yep.
Now, does that wax ever melt?
I mean, if it got hot, yeah, because it is wax. So if it ever got too hot, it could melt, yeah.
Have you ever had one melt on you?
I haven't, but I don't really have, like, I don't have crazy hot areas, yeah. But yeah, it could get hot and melt. Since it is just wax. Come on, there we go. There we go. Alright, so now I've got from the center all the way around to my words as far as the seeds done. Oh, nope, I missed one down here. Let me do that very quick.
Oh.
Let's do this one. I've got a little over a third of my band done. There we go. I thought I dropped it, but I didn't. I must have dropped another one. one stuck to it. There we go. Alright, so I've got from where we started to the words for my seeds, and I've got, like I said, a little over a third of my band done. How's everybody else doing? Are we doing good? We're feeling good? Let me know, let me know. Got my band and my seeds done to the words. Sweet! My band is almost to my words. Just a tiny bit more and we'd be there.
On the outside, awesomeness.
Sweet! Alright. Okay, well, ladies, do you want me to keep going with you, or do y'all want to finish up on your own? I don't know what else y'all got going on for today. Like I said, I would love it if y'all would share your completed Tumblr in this group, but if you can, without getting in trouble, if it violates anybody's rules, don't share it.
But if it doesn't,
share
it.
That'd be great. We'd love to have some more peeps along with us. I will be doing a video shortly. I may just do a quick live, going over what you're going to need for this month's crafts and everything, and then where we normally do our kit on our, let's see, 4th Saturday. This month, since we don't have a kit, we're going to be doing a craft together on Zoom. So I will be creating that Zoom link as well and getting that set up and get that sent out so everybody can join that. I'm excited about that one. Your post not shareable FYI. It's not going to be shareable from this group because this group is a private group that only members of the subscription group can see.
I think it is from the free Michelle one, right?
I will check from the Create with Michelle, the free group, and see if that one's going to be shareable, but you won't be able to share it from this group because it's private. You're only allowed to see things in this group if you're in this group.
That's why it's going to be easier to share what you've created on.
So if you share a picture of your Tumblr that you've created on another group, and then you can follow the link to the website that I've created for the subscription group and copy that link from there and share that along with this Tumblr. I may.
Okay, she said. Yeah, she's talking about the free group. Okay, so.
Okay. I will check that then.
Free group.
Because even my free group, like I have to approve you to be in, so every Tom, Dick, and Harry can't come in.
Yeah.
I will work on how to make that shareable.
I don't know if you can, since it's good.
Yeah, but I wonder if I can
Make it to where it is.
or make like a comment that they can like press and hold and copy the comment, and it's got my link and everything
Oh,
to
okay, yeah,
share
awesome.
the comment, like paste it in another group and share that along with their cup.
That might work.
That probably will be the best and easiest. Because even the one I post in the Creative Tumblrs for everyone, you won't be able to share outside of that because even their group, you have to request to join. It's
Yep.
not a public group. So, I think it's probably going to be the easiest way is for me to actually make a comment, and you can copy that comment, and I'll put my link and stuff in there, and then you could paste that into a post that you're making in another group and share the picture of your Tumblr. I think that's going to be the easiest way because I don't want to open up the group, the free group, even to the public because there's so many bots and stuff. It is getting crazy with the bots that are joining the free groups. So I think it's going to be the easiest for me to make a post with some information, the link to my web page that I made, and then you can copy that comment and paste it as your text of your post along with a picture of your cup. So I think that'll be the easiest way. I will definitely do that. I did post the calendar for this month earlier today, so that is there. And actually, that's probably where I'll make the comment that you can copy and share. That would probably be the easiest. But I did share that today, so that way you can look at that. I did make the calendar, oh my goodness, the calendar kind of picture, an 8.5 by 11. So if you wanted to print it, so you could have it to pin it or post it or put it somewhere that you can see it to know instead of having to go back to Facebook. That's why that's not a square. It is a rectangular image, so you can print it on 8.5 by 11 paper and have it out so you can see it and remember it.
I know your refrigerator.
Yeah, put it somewhere you can see. So that was posted earlier today. The link to everything that we're gonna be making was posted earlier today. So of course, if y'all have any questions, let me know. And I can finish on my editing. Okay. So if y'all have any questions, let me know. I think I am going to go ahead and I'm going to hop off of here so I can get some of those things done and ready. I don't know the two ladies that are left on here. I don't know if y'all have faux leather. It won't be this month in June, but in July I want to do our Cricut class using faux leather. And if you don't have any, you will probably have to order it because I haven't found any faux leather sheets at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and that kind of stuff. But I bought a couple of packs from Amazon that I am testing and I am trying out. And if they work out great, then I will post the link now, probably either later today or at some point within this week. I will post the link to those faux leather sheets so that y'all can get them in time to have them ready. Thank you for another awesome class. You are very welcome. Very, very welcome. So, as y'all continue, like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Do the hashtag replay so I know it's a new question and I can get it answered and not one that was asked during the video or during the live. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Post your pictures when you finish your Tumblr.
Share them.
Share them if you can.
Share that.
Great live. I love this cup. Yay! Thank you. So yeah. Yeah. Get the word out. Get the word out. Get the word out. Keep an eye out on other posts and interact as much as possible. I really, really, really want this group to be an interactive group.
Yes.
I did post the poll the other day, and it looks like everybody wants the SVG and directions on how to make that that template or what have you. So that will be the way we are gonna go. So I will work on that too. Let's see. So the Cricut class, the sign, we will probably one that we can do, and then the butterfly wood class. There won't be an SVG for that. So I will keep all of that stuff in mind and I will work on all of that stuff for today. But y'all keep going. Post when you get done. I'd love to see them and we will catch you later. If you see me live in a minute, well, it's going to be a little bit longer than a minute, but if you see me live later today, I'm hopping on to go over stuff for this month. If you want to join me, great. If not, that's cool too.